Let us look at the part 2 of the Constitution of India, which is the citizenship. It contains Article 5 to 11. First, let us discuss what is the definition of citizenship. So, I'll write it here. It is membership in that socio-polity states which confers certain rights and duties on its member. Okay, this becomes definition. Look, in the constitution it contains provisions for the people those who were born before 1950. Okay, so you would be thinking, where is the provision for the people who were born after 1950, like the young generation of 2020s or the 90s or the 80s? Where is the provision for that? Citizenship at the commencement. When did the constitution uh, come into force? Like it first came like 26th November 1949. It was adopted, enacted. At the commencement of this constitution, every person who has his domicile in this territory of India, domicile in the territory of India, who was born in the territory of India, either of whose parents was born in the territory of India, who has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India for not less than 5 years immediately preceding such commencement shall be the citizen of India. Like suppose a British son of a British person, he was born in India, so he will become the citizen of India if he was born before 1950. Okay, residing rights of the citizen of certain person who have migrated to India from Pakistan. सो उस समय इंडिया की डिवीज़न हुई थी. सो कुछ सिटीजन्स थे जो इंडिया आए थे पाकिस्तान से. ओके, सो उनके भी कुछ राइट्स हैं. नॉट विथ स्टैंडिंग एनीथिंग इन आर्टिकल 5, a person who has migrated to the territory of India from the territory now included in Pakistan shall be deemed to be citizen of India at the commencement of this constitution. So जो पाकिस्तान से इंडिया में आए थे, after division they will also become citizen of India. He or either of his parents or any of his grandparents was born in India as defined in the Government of India Act 1935. So यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1935 का भी जिक्र हो रहा है. इन द केस ऑफ वेयर सच पर्सन हैज सो माइग्रेटेड बिफोर द 19th day of July 1948, he has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India since the date of his migration. Rights of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan. Like कुछ इंडियंस जो पाकिस्तान चले गए उनके लिए भी कुछ राइट्स हैं. विथ स्टैंडिंग एनीथिंग इन द आर्टिकल 5 and 6, a person who has after the first day of March 1947 migrated from the territory of India to the now Pakistan shall not be deemed to be citizen of India. इसमें बोल रहे हैं ये कौन सिटीजन नहीं हो सकता है. okay? जो लोग 1 March 1947 से के माइग्रेट किए हैं बाद में इंडिया से पाकिस्तान में, वो इंडिया का सिटीजन नहीं है. प्रोवाइडेड बशर्ते that nothing in this article shall apply to a person who after having so migrated to the territory now included in Pakistan has returned to the territory of India under a permit of resettlement or permanent return issued by or under the authority of any law. Every such person shall be for the purpose of clause B of article 6 be deemed to have migrated to the territory of India after 19th day. Like कुछ लोग इंडिया से पाकिस्तान गए लेकिन पाकिस्तान से वहीं लोग कुछ दिन बाद वापस आए तो वो सिटीजन कहलाएंगे अंडर आर्टिकल 6 बिकॉज दे बिकेम अगेन migrants from Pakistan to India. So this is the essence of this para. Rights of citizenship of certain person of Indian origin residing outside India. ये कुछ इंडियन ओरिजिन के लोग थे जो इंडिया से बाहर रहते थे, उनके कुछ राइट्स दिए हुए हैं. पर्सन वॉलेंट्रली एक्वायरिंग सिटीजनशिप ऑफ ए फॉरेन स्टेट नॉट टू बी सिटीजन्स. लाइक यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है अभी रिसेंटली बहुत सारे लोग इंडियन सिटीजनशिप त्याग रहे हैं, सो द आर्टिकल 9 अप्लाइज टू देम. ओके, नो पर्सन शैल बी अ सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया बाय virtue of article 5 or deemed to be the citizen of India by the virtue of article 6 or article 8 if he has voluntarily acquired the citizen of any foreign state. Continuance of the rights of citizenship. Every person who is or deemed to be citizen of India under any of the foregoing provision of this part shall, subject to the provision of any law made by the parliament, continue to be such citizen. लाइक पार्लियामेंट लॉ बनाएगी, लेकिन जो आदमी को इन सभी आर्टिकल के तहत सिटीजनशिप मिला है वो सिटीजन रहेंगे इंडिया का. अब देखो, द मेन आर्टिकल कम्स हेयर, पार्लियामेंट टू रेगुलेट द राइट्स ऑफ सिटीजनशिप बाय लॉ. ओके, so parliament can make law for the acquisition of citizenship and the loss of citizenship. Hence parliament has made law which is called as Citizenship Act 1955. Okay, so the person who are born after 95, they get citizenship under this act. Hence those person who are born after 1955, citizenship becomes their statutory right. But those person who were born before 1955, their citizenship is a constitutional right. So there are some terms like, globally there are two principles for citizenship. One is jus soli, another is jus sanguine. Jus soli, those who are born in a country by the virtue of birth in a country and by the virtue of blood, like to whom were you born. Citizenship could be acquired by 5 different ways. Acquiring citizenship by virtue of birth, by virtue of registration, naturalization, descent, acquiring of territory. So you can remember as brand: birth, registration, acquiring of territory, naturalization, and descent. Okay, they are the 5 ways you can acquire. So all these things you can read from Lakshmikant, because they are something factual. How the citizenship can be terminated. Okay, वन इज़ रिनाउंसिएशन, देखिए खुद अपने आप से छोड़ देना, किसी दूसरे कंट्री में जाकर सेटल हो जाना. वन इज़ टर्मिनेशन, if government of India finds that you have acquired the dual citizenship of some other country, so the government of India can terminate. Okay, one is deprivation. Now comes some terms you should be aware of. One is NRI, non-resident Indian. He is a citizen but not living in India. Some people go out for work, so there are some criteria, like if you stay from away from India for these many months, you become NRI. Another is overseas citizenship of India. They are not citizen, can visit India, invest in India, cannot vote, cannot contest any election. In 2000, government appointed a committee called LM Singhvi Committee in order to find out how do we engage the foreign people in India. So the committee recommended Citizenship Amendment Act, the CAA Citizenship Amendment Act, in order to include the provision of overseas citizen of India. So hence it was amended in 2003 for dual citizenship of person of Indian origin for 16 countries except Pakistan and Bangladesh. So it is a policy matter. Okay, again it was amended in 2005, the Citizenship Act, because there were concept of person of Indian origin and overseas citizen of India. In 2005, person of Indian origin and overseas citizen of India provisions were merged, and collectively it was called overseas citizen of India card holders. They are not citizens. They have been given some leeway in terms of investment, in terms of like number of times they visit, in terms of some visa considerations.